I like to play video games just to like unwind in the day, and I've been producing a lot, and I thought it would be kind of cool to kind of mesh the two worlds. So I would like to take the games that I love to just escape into and try to create a beat that I think kind of encapsulates what I'm feeling in the game. Lords of the Fallen released about a month ago, and I decided to take inspiration from that game, being dark, medieval, difficult, and show you guys some gameplay of me failing at the game, as well as showing you guys a beat that I created with it in mind, as well as sampling sounds in the game to create percussion sounds, layer them with other drums, sample different things, and I run it all into the MPC. But what you guys are seeing is basically the exported stems. I added some other instruments to kind of give us some more flavor throughout, but this is what I've created. So I'm gonna go through the individual sample sounds that I've used in the beat that come directly from the game, as well as what I did after the fact, why I layered it, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to start with the kick section. So in the game, there's a lot of impact sounds, right? There's a lot of hitting, a lot of getting killed. And there's a lot of interesting percussion sounds that they use for like menu buttons, right? When you click something, it's like tring, tring. This is the hi-hat that I created just from the menu sound. It's like when you ticking through it, yeah. And then I had to layer with a real hi-hat to give it more of like a feel. And then I think this is the kick from the game. So I edited that. I think it's just like an impact. I don't know. I think it's when you hit something. Put that with another kick to give it more punch. Moving on to the snare sound, which is, I think it's a footstep, or like when you roll in the game, something foot related, and then I layered it with just a snare. I was going back and forth in my brain, trying to see if I wanted to use the soundtrack from the game to sample that and use it as the music. You know, I might do it later if I feel like doing another one on that game, but I didn't really do it this time. I just decided to use mostly percussive elements and vocal samples, like it here.
You would defile this sacred place with this horror. Monster.
So those are just samples from one of the bosses, and I thought he sounded pretty cool. I thought his voice acting was cool. So then I found a sample, and it kind of fit the gothic theme, which was just like ominous. You know what I'm saying? And I needed to add chords with that, so I went to Scorch and I put these in through the MPC. Right, okay, cool. So basically the last parts of the beat are the keys that I added, the organ that I added, and the 808. I said nothing to wait with no summer, no ain't no super basic. I think there's like it's simple, but this right here is the State Machine. It is a new instrument by Cradle, and if you know me, you know how much I love Cradle audio. I love the God Particle, I love the Spirit. Louis Bell is my favorite producer, I think, of all time. Not of all time, but I do respect him. He's up there. And this instrument that Cradle released is fantastic, man. They got a scale, they got a chord arpeggiator. I mean, I'm just like going to this for ideas, and it's just super easy for me to do it on my keyboard. I have a piano here, but I don't really know how to play. I'm curious to see, right? We have this little keys section, and I wonder what it sounds like with the chords. That could work. I'm thinking an organ. Let's create some organ right in that same spot, and maybe give it like a swell. That sounds cool, actually. I like that. Okay. Yeah, it sounds so weird, but I think I like it. So we're just gonna keep that, and we're gonna put the reverb after it. Though. So. Yeah. Kind of make it sound like the Escape Souls, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm going for. So we put the whole thing together just to make a quick little beat inspired by Lords of the Fallen. I've been enjoying my time in the game a little too much, so I thought I would do something productive with the time inspired by that game. I love just fighting enemies. I love getting stronger and figuring out the game. So this is a beat that I created with samples from Lords of the Fallen, inspired by Lords of the Fallen, and I'm going to show you guys how terrible I am at the game while playing the beat.
You would defile this sacred place with this horror. Monster.
Let me know if there's a game that you guys think has an amazing soundtrack or just amazing sounds. I would love to just dive in and show you guys how I would sample them and implement them into a beat. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching.
I said be quiet.